Well, I've seen all these things before, especially on Amazon. Like I've seen this right here, the Pura Bag bladder filter. A lot of people probably do it the natural way who live out in the mountains and that, I'm assuming, why go and spend a bunch of money on expensive filters when you could just use the earth to do it. But I've seen these two on Amazon. I never bought one. I thought, yeah, I don't know, man. I'd still boil it. I might buy one just to test the water that comes out of it, see if it's real. And then we got this, the millions will die. Well, I kind of agree to an extent because, if we have a severe drought and these data centers keep sucking up all our water, it's going to be a big problem. So what's going to be more important, data centers and AI or drinking water for people? I can see it happening. I lived in Texas for a short period of time, and when I did, I was way out here in Odessa, Texas. And there was limits to how much water you could use when you had droughts. Pretty much, you were limited to like 3 minute showers and stuff like that because the wells were going dry. And if you know, you know. When you live in Texas and it rains, people go outside, they run out their doors, and they do rain dances because it's just that great. It's just love getting rain. And then you couldn't really drink the water either. You could boil it, but it still had all this filth in it coming from the wells. So you'd have to pretty much go to these water machines down the road and fill them up from there. Water purify machines. Yep, grab your jugs and fill them up. I forget how much it was per gallon. Over here, it's only 35 cents a gallon. It's really cheap. We got a storm rolling in, and I'm at work. All right, here we go again. This looks a pretty dark one. I didn't get much sleep last night already because I woke up at 3 to a lightning strike not far from where I live and shook the house. Rocked me awake. I thought it was going to come off the foundation. That thing rattled the house. Then it did that all the way until the sun came up. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep. This is my chance, though. I got to make it quick. I'm going to let it settle down a little bit first. I don't want to get struck by lightning. I'm going to set the clean water container on a stool out in the parking lot so it doesn't collect any rain bouncing off the concrete back into the container. Oh man. You know how they say curiosity killed the cat? Well, alright Lord, don't strike me. I just want a water sample. I'm going to make it quick. I got enough to do 2 tests though. The main tests. The main test and the bacteria test. I got enough for both. We're going to do both today. I'm not going to bother with doing the sulfate test. Oh, I hate this body cam. It does not focus very well when I get close to things. There's one problem with the body cam. Alright, let me get my phone. I'll be back. Okay. Wow. I'm very impressed. Wow. Are you kidding me? I was not expecting this kind of result, to be honest. I was expecting there to be something in there. But all these colors are matching up to be pretty clean. Alright, I gotta get back to work. We gotta do a bacteria test real quick, though. Let's get that done. Alright, I got the bacteria sample in here. It's gonna take up to 48 hours. So we'll see you then. So it said 48 hours. It's probably over 70. It's been over 4 days, maybe 3, 4 days now. Just to be safe. I want to make sure there's no bacteria in here. Once again, I am impressed. There's a little bit of white in there, but I think that's from the plastic. We're going to take it out of the plastic and make sure. Once again, it's looking very good already. Much better, in fact. It's completely clear. Wow. Alright. Okay, so now I'm curious. I really don't live over here in the Appalachian Mountains. I mean, I'm in Ohio, but I'm more towards the heart of it. Pretty much about right here. And there's a bunch of big cities around me. Not really Canton or Massillon. It's more going to be Cleveland and Akron. And most of our storms come from the northwest. They usually always come from over here. Always come from this direction. There's a couple big cities around here. Chicago, Detroit. If the clouds are gathering from Lake Michigan or something like that, I don't know. Or it could be coming from the ocean. I would love to do more tests and stuff like samples to check for pollution in the air from cars and from factories and that. If you live, it depends where you live though. I don't know how that would work. Maybe you have to send it into a lab. I don't want to spend money and time on that. And now you're probably thinking, well, drink it. No, no, I'm not that desperate. If it came down to it, I probably would for survival. You know, it's pretty clean. People do it all the time, but just be careful. Depending where you live, there's got to be people that live in certain places where you just can't do that because there's so much pollution in the air, so much traffic, so much city life going on. I think my next test is going to be here at home and in tap water here in my town. Just to be curious to see what it's like, see what shows up on it. The water around here is really hard. It's really hard water. Anyways, don't tell my boss I did water samples while working.